Greetings one and all, welcome back to my kitchen here today where I'm going to be making a nice baked mung bean cake in the Vietnamese style, and this is really yummy, really pretty easy. I'm going to be giving mine a slight twist, and then I'm going to be flavouring it with some coffee, which isn't a traditional Vietnamese thing to do with these, but yeah, I'm going to give it a go. So mung beans, I've got 1¼ cups here of the dried peeled split version of it, and I gave those a good wash, and I've been soaking them in cold water for about 5 hours. You can do it overnight. Just to show you, I bought them in a packet like this, and I'm not going to try and pronounce well, I am trying Dal Zanka, but who knows how to say that properly. But anyway, that's the packet I got anyway. Alrighty, so I'm going to cook these until they're soft, and I can squeeze them and they sort of break apart in my fingers. What I don't want to do is overcook them until they're just total mush. Alrighty guys, so I've got my cooked mung beans into my food processor here, and as I sort of alluded to, you want them sort of squishy, so they squish up in your fingers like that, but not totally turn to mush, and I'm pretty happy with that. Right, so now it's just a matter of getting everything else into the processor and blending it up. So I've got here 50 grams of melted butter. I've got 1 cup of sugar. I'm just going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Two tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk. I've got here a 270ml can of coconut milk, good brand one. In it goes. I've got 1/3 cup of arrowroot flour, or otherwise known as tapioca flour. In it goes. Same amount, 1/3 cup of just plain flour. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1 whole egg. Now what's going to make mine different from usual Vietnamese mung cake, baked mung cake, is I've got here about 100 mils of Vietnamese coffee. If you haven't got a Vietnamese coffee and a fin, well, first of all, if you haven't, why haven't you? If you love coffee, you should have one. But so I'm just using my Vietnamese fin here to brew some coffee. Yeah, look, I've got a video on that. If you love coffee, I highly recommend you check it out. I'll put a link at the end of the video, especially that Vietnamese egg coffee. Yum yum. Anyway, I'm just making some black coffee for this. You can just substitute espresso, any sort of espresso coffee, and in that goes, and that would be it. So I'm just going to get the lid on that and whiz it up. Alrighty, so I've finished whizzing up that mixture there. Now I did actually add an extra third of a cup of the tapioca, the arrowroot flour. My mixture, it's a runny mixture anyway, but it was very, very runny, and I think that's because I've added the extra liquid of the coffee, which is not normally in the recipe. So, like I say, it's still runny, but not quite as runny as it was. Now all I've got here is my 8-inch spring-loaded cake tin. I've just put some baking paper on the bottom. I've greased up the outside with some butter, as you can see. Let's get our mixture in there. So as you can see, it's quite like a runny batter. Now usually if you don't use the coffee, this is quite like a pale yellow colour, but I love the colour with that coffee in it. Alright. Now I've just got the oven preheating to 180 degrees Celsius, and then I'm going to put it in there for about 3/4 of an hour. I'll check how it's going in half an hour, but I think it'll take around 40-45 minutes. Alrighty, so I've pulled that out of the oven. It took 40 minutes, like I said. Yeah, if you see a couple of holes in there, that's just because I put a skewer in there to make sure it was cooked. Now, the main thing with this cake, this mung bean cake, is you've got to let it completely cool before you start mucking around with it. So I've done that. It's actually been sitting here for a couple of hours. So yeah, let's get out. Alrighty, let's just cut a little slice. Alrighty, so I've just got a slice of my mung bean cake here, Vietnamese style, coffee flavoured, and yeah, it's looking really good. Cooked all the way through really nicely. I'm just going to have a bite. Guys, I'm not much of a cake person usually, but I would eat that all day long. It's just delicious. The texture's yummy. It's got that coffee flavour. It's not overpowering, but you can definitely taste it. And man, it's just yum. There's no sort of biscuit or anything on it. And that is a really, really, really good cake. Alright, I won't go on any more about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who've subscribed to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, can I just ask that you hit that subscribe button? I'd actually really, really appreciate it. You're doing me a big solid. I think I mentioned before, 97% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you're watching this and you're one of those 97%, yeah, just do us a favour, hit that subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. Yeah, it'd just, I'd love it. Anyway, if you don't want to, no worries. And I will see you all next time.